sung by real life characters who portray the characters with so much of passion and intensity that they remain sketched down generation. One such role is that of Pother Pachali Sarbojoya. Sarbojoya, though seemingly ordinary, is an extremely powerful character, burdened with everyday struggle, extreme poverty. Sarbojoya fights the peril in life single-handedly. She stays calm, resolute and dignified to allow her son Opu to pursue his dreams. সংসার বেঁধে রাখার দায়িত্ব আমার। ঝড় ঝঞ্ঝা অভাব অনটন সহ্য করে যেতেই হবে। সুখ শান্তি স্বাদ আহ্লাদ আমার জন্য অলীক স্বপ্ন। ধৈর্য সততা সম্বল করে দাঁড়িয়ে যে আমায় থাকতেই হবে। সহ্য ও ধৈর্য অলংকার আমার, সংসারী হওয়াই মোর সুখ। হয়তো হৃদয় পাষাণ হয়ে গেলেও সংসার আমি আগলে রাখি খুব। Time now for another Satyajit Roy's classic movie, Devi. Devi was made in 1960. Based on the short story by Prabhat Kumar Mukhopadhyay, the film is based in 19th century's rural Bengal, where a 17-year-old Dayamoi is hailed as a goddess by her superstitious father-in-law. When the movie was first released in India, it arose a storm of protest about the film's alleged anti-Hindu bias, which led some parliamentarians to argue that the film should be denied an export license. But actually, the film is much more than just a criticism of religion. It is a many-layered and real examination of religious mysticism, modernist versus traditional cultural conflicts, psychological obsession, and above all, feminine mystery. The film introduces us to the innocent and beautiful Dayamoi, who, like any other young girl, is very happy to get married to a suitable match in an elite family, looking forward to a life full of affection, dreams and luxury. Dayamoi's world comes crushing down when her father-in-law senses divinity in her. Astonishingly, he makes everyone believe that she is actually an incarnation of goddess Kali. The garlands that decorate Dayamoi are indeed the shackles of whims and blind faith of a patriarchal society. Devi dramatizes the ways in which symbolic deification of women comes at the cost of their material agency. আমি তো দয়া, খুব সাধারণ মেয়ে আমি দেবী না। ফুলের সুবাসে, ধূপ ধুনোর গন্ধে, কাসর ঘণ্টার আওয়াজে, দর্শনার্থীদের ভিড়ে আমার যে খুব কষ্ট হয়। আমি দেবী না, আমি যে মানবী, আমি মুক্তি চাই। নিজের ভাবনা হোক ক্রমে বড়, শুদ্ধ মনে শক্তি হোক জড়, ভ্রান্ত ধারণা ভেঙে দেব শত, শেষ হোক কুসংস্কার লাঞ্ছনা অপবাদ যত। Let us now focus on Teen Konna. Teen Konna, a three-part anthology film by Satyajit Roy, made in 1961, based on three early short stories of Rabindranath Tagore: Postmaster, Monihara and Shamapti. The film marked an epoch-making development in cinematography, the sheer brilliance of which radiates in his characters. Let us get introduced to the adorable Meenu, portrayed by our great master. The young girl is irresistibly appealing. She bewitches you endlessly, in the most positive sense of the term. As you enter her world, you are totally enticed by her. Her beauty goes straight to your heart. Meenu is closer to a child than a woman. Here, World is full of magic and mystery, and as you start seeing the world through her eyes, you go under its enchanting smell. Here is a young woman, uncorrupted by the world, uncorrupted by the society, uncorrupted by the adult values and the adult perception. Mrinmoyi is one with the existence. She's child of the earth, one with the earth. মৃন্ময়ী নাম আমার যেন মাটি দিয়ে তৈরি, সরল আমি, স্বচ্ছ আমি, হব না কবু বন্দি। হাসি আমি মন খুলে, মজা করি খুব, লোকে বলুক পাগলি আমায়, নেই তাতে কোনো দুঃখ। সহজ সরল থেকেও আমি এগিয়ে যেতে পারি, সংসারটা আমি কিন্তু রাখবো পরিপাটি। সহজ আমি, সরল আমি, প্রাণ খুলে হাসতে জানি, কম ভেবো না আমায় যেন, সমস্যার সমাধান আমি করতে পারি। Let us now visit the movie Mahanagar. Mahanagar was shot in 1963. Mahanagar documents with brilliant sensitivity a changing Calcutta of the mid-1950s. Based on Narendranath Mitra's short story Abotaranika, Ray's screenplay delves into the agony and the ecstasy, the turbulence and the excitement of the shifting social mores seen through the middle-class Bengali joint family. Aruti, the simple, beautiful housewife who sheds her traditionalist family by getting a job as a saleswoman and hence break a number of gender roles. Ray, through his lenses, marks the transformation of a middle-class housewife to a working woman. It normalizes the public domain for a woman, thereby allowing the middle-class woman to break the Victorian morality. Ghorer bou, baire berobe, that the Bengalis held so close to their heart. The good, moral, domesticated Aruti tarnishes her image by applying lipstick on her lips to demold her domesticated appearance, and by her competence and competence alone gains financial independence. স্বনির্ভর হবার অনুভূতি কি স্বর্গীয়, অভাব অনটন মেটানো কি কোনো দোষ? চা পাতা পর্যন্ত পাশের ঘর থেকে চেয়ে নিতে সম্মান যায় না, শুধু যায় ঘরের বউ কাজ করতে বেরোলে। সন্দেহ, ঘৃণা আর পাহাড় প্রমাণ প্রশ্নের বিরুদ্ধে লড়াই করে যেতেই হবে, কারণ স্বনির্ভরতার সম্মান মোদের প্রয়োজন। নিজেকে ভালোবেসেও হতে পারি আমি সকলের প্রিয়জন। Now let us visit Charulata. The film Charulata was made in 1964 and is often rated the director's finest film, and the one that when pressed Satyajit Roy would name as his own personal favorite. Based on the novel Noshtonir by Rabindranath Tagore, the visual elegance and the fluidity that Ray achieves in Charulata will remain a timeless classic. The movie introduces us to the beautiful, intelligent and talented Charulata, trapped in the stuffy brocaded cage of her house, trying to amuse herself with everything just material. Her treasure is her opera glasses, with which she flits like a bird from one window to another, watching the passerby. A street musician, a chanting group of porters trotting with a palanquin, a portly Brahman with his black umbrella comes under her scrutiny. When her husband wanders past, barely a couple of feet away, but too engrossed in a book to even notice her, she turns her glasses on him as well. Just another strange specimen from the intriguing, unattainable outside world. Charu reflects a loneliness that millions of housewives can relate to. হয়তো সোনার খাঁচার বন্ধ পাখি আর উঠতে নেই, হয়তো শৌখিন শেকলে আটকে আছে তার আশা, স্বপ্ন, স্বাধীনতা। বাগানের দোলনায় তার ছন্দে, তার স্পন্দনে সোনালি রোদ্দুরের আলোর ছটায় চারু খুঁজে পায় নিজেকে, ভালোবাসার ছোঁয়ায় ফুটে ওঠে চারুর এক নতুন পরিচয়। স্বাধীনতা ও মুক্তি চাই সবার, মুক্ত পঙ্খ বিহঙ্গ হয়ে আকাশ পাড়ি দেওয়া স্বপ্ন যে তার। Let us now focus on the film Nayok. Satyajit Roy remains eternal in our hearts due to his incredible artistry. In 1966, Rick created a very striking film Nayok. It starred the ultimate idol and the superstar of all time, Uttam Kumar. The film is psychologically rich character study, which visits the super layered and one-of-a-kind portrayal of the film superstar's life looks like and what actually it is. It was Ray's second entirely original screenplay. Nayok is a graceful meditation onto the art and fame and regret from one of the world's greatest keenly perceptive filmmakers. The movie introduces us to Aditi Sengupta, a young journalist who edits a modern woman's magazine. She's intelligent, focused, and immensely graceful. Filled with the contempt for the likes of him, she secretly plans to interview him because she thinks it would attract more readers. As Aditi tries to get into the man behind the star, layer by layer, she begins to discover a haunting truth that despite all the phantom popularity and the immense success, the superstar is an inherently lonely man who needs a friend more than anything else. His insecurities, his guilt, his grief, his hatred towards himself, everything is laid bare as he opens his heart to the woman in Aditi. Aditi, through her tact and diligence, has got the scoop of her life, but she realizes that she has scratched the surface too deep. বড় হতে চাই আমি, সফলতার শিখরে পৌঁছতে চাই, তবে সেই স্বীকৃতি যেন আসে আমার নিজের ক্ষমতায়, বিবেকের হাত ধরে, কারোর দুর্বলতার সুযোগ নিয়ে নয়। না না, আমি পারবো না আমি এই স্বীকারোক্তি ছাড়তে। নাই বা হলাম আমি সবার সেরা সাংবাদিক। সাফল্য আসুক একাগ্রতা ও পরিশ্রমের ফলে, সবই পাবো মোরা মনটা সুন্দর হলে। Time now for Orunner Din Ratri. Orunner Din Ratri, made in 1970, widely regarded as a masterpiece by the eminent film critics and viewers. The film embarks on an adventurous journey which echoes the early bohemian days spent by the writer Sunil Gangopadhyay, who is the author of the novel on which the film is based. It happens to be one of the first Indian films to utilize the technique of carnivals with immense success. No wonder Satyajit Roy was not afraid to show his characters in everyday human being. The film introduces us to a voluptuous tribal girl, Duli. Inebriated, devoid of inhibitions, persuasive and adamant, Duli from the very beginning seems to have no inhibitions. Her inebriated eyes, intoxicating voice can lead many to the world of fantasies. Duli becomes a victim of male gaze. The marginalized position of Duli as an illiterate tribal girl makes her vulnerable to the onslaught of the civilized world, for whom she is only an object of pleasure, for whom her identity revolves around her beauty and her lust. খুব সাধারণ মেয়ে দুলি, লেখাপড়া জানে না সে শহরের আদব কায়দা, কিন্তু সে স্বপ্ন দেখে নতুন আশার, ভালোবাসার। তার ছোট্ট পৃথিবীতে যে কলকাতা যাওয়াটাই সবচেয়ে বড় পাওয়া। সাধারণ হতে পারি সবার জন্য আমি, কিন্তু যেন সৌন্দর্য লাবণ্যে আজও মোহময়ী নারী। Finally, let us talk about ঘরে বাইরে. From Devi to Charulata, Satyajit Roy's portrayal of Indian women is known to be real, articulate and masterful. But in later stages of his career, he created Ghore Baire that spoke volume about the relation between the nationalist movement and the Indian women. Based on the novel by Rabindranath Tagore with the same title, the film effectively recreates the era of Swadeshi movement and the dichotomy experienced by women as a part of the reforms. Ghore Baire tells the story of Bimola, who is married to a wealthy and liberal zamindar. Bimola is an ideal housewife who takes classes of Western music and mannerism from an English woman. She worships her husband and her world revolves around him. Though educated and obedient, Bimola is not allowed to cross the passage connecting the Andur Mahal. The Swadeshi movement, the call for the nation, comes as a trigger for her liberty. Eventually she crosses the passage, but once outside, she starts sweeping away in the newfound attraction. She meets her passion. দেশের টানে সারা দিয়ে বাইরে বেরোলো ঘরের লক্ষ্মী বিমলা। ঐশ্বর্য, সমৃদ্ধি, সম্মান, ভালোবাসার আস্তরণ একে একে পেরোলো সে। অন্দরমহলের আলো যখন ক্রমশ স্তিমিত হয়ে চলল, বাইরের আলো হয়ে উঠল চোখ ধাঁধানো। সেই আলোয় পরিচিত মুখগুলো কেমন অপরিচিত হয়ে উঠল। আদর্শ, কথা, বাণী আর বাস্তব কত যে আলাদা। তবে কি ভুল করলো বিমলা? ভুল হয়তো হয়েছে তার, কিন্তু শুধরে ফেলতে হবে তাকে, নিজেকে। ভুল ত্রুটি মানুষ মাত্রই করে, সমাজ কেন দোষ নিয়েও বিভেদ করে। যদি কখনো ভুল করি যেন শুধরে নেব সময় মতো, সবাই তা মেনো। It is now the time to get the take-home messages and get introduced to the maker of such. Please welcome Shumana for doing this here.
Satyajit Roy's films show the emotional impact of the social, economic and political changes on the personal lives of his characters. They expand from the Indian Declaration of Independence through the next 3 decades of changes and ends with the rapid transformation of India in the 1980s and 90s. Simple themes, realistic storytelling and strong basics made an everlasting influence in the memories of the people, lasting through generations. সত্যি তার চরিত্রগুলো যেন সমাজের প্রতিবিম্ব। ভাবতেও অবাক লাগে যে তার ফুটিয়ে তোলা প্রত্যেকটি প্রেক্ষাপট আজও এতটা প্রাসঙ্গিক। মানিকবাবুর চোখে নারী চরিত্ররা পেয়েছে যথাযথ মর্যাদা ও সম্মান। তাদের চরিত্রে তিনি ফুটিয়ে তুলেছেন অনন্য অসাধারণ নিপুণতার সাথে। আমাদের আজকের নিবেদন সেই জয়যাত্রার একটি ক্ষুদ্র প্রয়াস মাত্র। Ray gave life to Sarvaja, who portrayed a woman as an anchor of the family who stands firm and committed. Despite all odds, he projected Dayamoy as an innocent target of superstitions and blind faith, and intrigued the audience to think about the shallowness of such faith. He highlighted simplicity as a tool to face complexities in the world through meaning. He deliberated the importance of financial liberty through Arati. Through Charulata, he explored loneliness looming large under cover of luxury. While through journalist Aditi, he reiterated the importance of dignity over success. Duli revisited the basic tenets of beauty and lust, while Bimola takes us through the eternal journey of self-realization. Let us all pay tribute to the enigma, the emotion and personification of perfection, Satyajit Roy. Indian cinema, world cinema,
মাঝে মাঝে তব দেখা পাই